welcome back to Scentual Landscape Meditations. We have a full moon tonight, which you can see, and it's going to be there behind me slowly moving. Let's get started. Find a comfortable spot to lie down or sit, somewhere that you can relax, and put something over your eyes to keep it a bit dark, and just have a little relax mode. And let's keep our eye on that amazing moon in the background. It's so wild. Yeah, oh, so nice. Okay, so close your eyes gently and relax. And we're gonna think about where we were last night, which was by a little outlook overlooking all of those sand dunes that you went over yesterday. All the sand dunes from the ocean side, with your feet falling through the sand on the way down. So relaxing. And then you got to the top and you're sitting with your back to a giant redwood, and the soft bark is on your back. So let's just take 3 deep breaths, thinking about that distant view with that nice sea way in the distance now that you can see far away. So let's take the first one together. And as you breathe out, remember to let go of any tightness or anxieties or feelings that are making it feel a bit harder to relax. And any places on your body that feel a bit tense or stressed out, just think deep into those and breathe deep into them. Great, good. So I want to imagine that we are sitting on this little ledge, and the sun is beginning to slowly go down from this really quite warm afternoon. The wind is slowing down. You can watch the sun. It's setting behind you, so the colors are changing a lot in the sky. And you can feel this feeling of gentleness coming over you, starting at your head and gently meandering down your forehead. This gentle warmth and feeling of evening on your eyelids and on your cheeks and your nose. This feeling on your mouth and on your throat. Relax your tongue and your chest. This warm, kind of like a soft blue, just kind of like a blanket, slowly coming down over your arms and down over your hands, over your hips. And as it touches each part of you and blankets you, it just relaxes you as well. Down over your calves, and relaxing your ankles and feet. And as that warm blue light came over you, the sun also set. And now there's this kind of vibrant blueness in the sky, and lots of stars are coming out. And you lean your head back and look up, and you can see behind you this enormous trunk of a gigantic redwood tree behind you. And when you look up, you can just see every ridge in the trunk and all of the different shapes that the bark makes. And it's super soft, and you can smell that cedar smell, that redwood cedar, that kind of like, it's so unusual and special. And you look up and you can see the branches way at the top, and there's stars glimmering between the branches. And those branches are green. There's still a lot of light in the sky, so you can see color quite well still. And you can hear all the little animals coming out in the night. You hear some rustling, and you hear some crickets. And you hear you see little foxes over in the distance. Foxes are fun, but they're doing their own thing. And then you stand up and you look again up at the tree, and you put your fingers on the tree, both of your hands, and you move around it. And it slowly takes you a long time to walk fully around the tree. And you're now on the other side of it, 180 degrees on the other side. And you can look into this forest now. And there's little pathways that the animals have made. And you see some deer off in the distance that kind of flutter into the woods like little birds. And they're going to find places to sleep for the night. So you find one of these animal paths, and you start to walk on it, and the earth is really soft. It's got all of these worn down branches that have fallen from these trees for hundreds and hundreds of years that animals have slowly patted down and made into this soft earth. And there's lots of little branches growing around that are touching your legs as you pass by. And it's dark, but there's still lots of beautiful beams of twilight coming through the trees that you can see. And there's the full moon. So maybe it's a full moon there too. A full moon in the forest. And there's leaves coming down from all of the branches that you can feel on your shoulders and your head as you pass by. But mostly they're just like way up there on the tops of the trees, and you keep looking up and trying to understand this age. These trees are so old. They're amazing. They're so big. They've been growing forever. So much longer than we have been here. And this forest is full of them, just full of age. So you continue walking along this, and on the ground there's all of these little plants that are kind of glowing a little bit, like they have this effervescent aspect to them that when the moon hits them, they glow. So it's almost like some sort of glowworm animal. It feels alive. It's sort of like moving a little bit, but it's creating this beaming light on the ground everywhere. The forest floor is just covered in this beautiful beaming glow of kind of like white blue light, almost as if you were like walking through northern lights. It kind of sways and swirls around your feet, and it's almost like you could feel it like air, this color on the path. And as you brush into it, it kind of ignites it more. You continue walking, and you can really see where you're going between the moonlight and this light on the ground. You can really, it's like a guiding light. And you slowly continue on this path. And it's gently, gently going up a little bit and a little bit more. You hear more rustling, more little animals running around, making cute little animal sounds. And everything is quite soft and easy, gentle. And at one point you come to this spot where you can go either right or left. It's like a little fork in the road. And if you go to the left, it kind of goes deeper and it gets a little bit darker into the forest. And if you go to the right, it looks like there's maybe sort of a clearing or something in the forest. So you're trying to decide what to do, and you turn around and look at where you've come from. We have always so many decisions to make, and nothing is ever the wrong one. It's just a learning process. So you decide to go right. Let's go right. Let's go to the clearing. So we continue walking, and the moon is shining through, as you can see it here. There's lots of ferns on the ground, these soft, rustling ferns. And the light starts to get more vibrant as you come, and you can smell again between these redwoods and all the other plants that are on the ground. There's just so much earthy life going on. And it's almost as if you could smell that blue blanket that was on you, this sort of fresh, airy smell. It's very calm. And it's getting lighter and lighter. And you find yourself coming to this opening in the forest where there's this small little knoll, a small hill. And you go up to the top of it, and from there you're kind of mid-zone between the trunk of the tree and the top of the tree. So you can't see beyond the forest. You don't know what's farther. But you can lie down on that little knoll, and you can look at the full moon, and you can see all the stars up in the sky, and this redwood forest around you that's kind of hugging you. It's like a whole beautiful forest of ancient trees that are giving you a little heart hug. And so you lie down on that knoll. It's long yellow grass. And you listen to the little animals in the forest, little foxes, and lots of animals that you don't know what they are because you can't see them. But they're safe. They're all good, safe little animals. And you rest your head back, and the light, that northern lights sort of glowing ground is all still around you, this effervescent color of light shining from the moon onto you. So let's fill ourselves up with that color. You have this warm grass beneath you, and you lay your head back and look up, and that color, that beaming color from the ground starts to blanket over you. So this soft blue is now kind of like a little bit brighter, like a bit of a moon blanket. Just imagine it softly being put over top of you, and it makes you feel warm all the way up your body and your legs, your chest and your arms. And your mind is just open to this beautiful display of air way up there and earth, and you feel really good there. And we're gonna see where we end up tomorrow. But tonight, in this full moon, beautiful moment, thank you for coming to the meditation. Love you all so much. See you next time. Bye. Bye bye.